What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, guys, welcome to this is you dealing with a Gemini. That's what's going on here. So I'm going to have two piles. And it's just going to be what energy, what information do you need to know in regards to what's going on with the Gemini that you're dealing with in your life currently, okay? So before we take too much longer, let's go ahead and get into it. They are going to be short reading. So let's be patient here with me, guys, and let's get it going. So Source, what messages do you have for the collective dealing with Gemini? Piles 1 and 2. What messages do you have for the collective dealing with Gemini? What do they need to know in regards to their Gemini? How can we help them out, Source? What messages do you have for the collective dealing with a Gemini? What messages do you have for the collective dealing with a Gemini? Alright, so pile 1. What do they need to know, Source? What messages do you have for pile 1 dealing with a Gemini? What messages do you have for pile number 1 dealing with a Gemini? What do they need to know? See here, what messages do you have for pile number 1 dealing with Gemini, the collective dealing with the Gemini? Your Gemini does not want to talk, guys. Alright, pile number 2, what messages do you have for pile number 2 dealing with the Gemini? Pile number 2 dealing with the Gemini, Source. Whoa, thank you. Alright. Pile number 1, what other messages do you have for pile number 1 dealing with a Gemini? Okay, thank you. And pile number 2 dealing with a Gemini, thank you. Okay. Pile number 1 dealing with a Gemini, what else do they need to know? Oh, hold on, guys. That card went all the way down there. Alright, and pile number 2 dealing with a Gemini, what do they need to know? Okay, this card's trying to come out. Alright, so pretty simple, guys. I don't have to take too much time for you guys to figure out which one's your pile. But if you need to, pause the video. We've got pile 1 and pile 2. Alright, so let's move forward here, guys. Pile number 1, what do you need to know dealing with a Gemini? Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. We have the 10 of Wands in the upright. Okay, and we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Wow. You guys have some pretty weird energy coming out here. Well, let's get some clarifying cards. May I please have a clarifying card for the 6 of Cups for dealing with a Gemini, pile 1. May I please have a clarifying card for the 6 of Cups here. May you please have a clarifying card for the 6 of Cups for dealing with the Gemini? Thank you. Okay, and then I do want one for the Wheel of Fortune. May you please have a clarifying card for the... Oh, okay, thank you. We have the Nameless card on the bottom in the reverse. So they don't want to deal with their transformation. Yeah, you're dealing with a Gemini who doesn't want to complete this cycle. They're being conceited with their energy. They don't want to do what's necessary to heal. You could be a Scorpio. We have heavy Scorpio energy coming in here. You could be a Leo, an Aquarius, or a Taurus. You don't have to be. We also have heavy Sagittarian energy coming through, Pisces energy. But it doesn't matter, whatever you are. It's like right now they just don't want to do their transformation. It's like they have information in regards to making a transformation, but they don't want to. Look at that. The Fool clarifying the 6 of Cups in the reverse. And then the 9 of Swords in the reverse clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. So this is what's turning their fortune. Here's the deal. I get that this is your energy here. It's like you care about your Gemini. You really care about your Gemini. So you could very well be a Sagittarius, which would make sense because Sagittarius is the opposite on the zodiac wheel from a Gemini. And you care about them a lot, but in their minds, they just really think that this situation's going to fail. I don't want to be like that, but that's the energy coming through here. It's like They feel like it's not even worth taking the journey for. They feel like it's not even worth taking the risk for, because it just seems like everything fails. Nothing ever happens the way it's supposed to. And they don't want to face reality right now. Like, they don't want to face reality. And so they're not able to make a choice. Like, do I make a choice and stay with you, pile one? Do I make a choice and stay? Or do I just focus on the fact that this has always failed and I keep having failed and repeated bad relationships? There's no harmony. They don't have any balance. This is about completion. Like, this energy is about letting this complete. This is about letting the fruit of their effort come to fruition, right? It's like enjoying the apple off the apple tree, and yet they can't even get there because they're so stuck in this energy of like, this is toxicity. This is toxic energy. Like, the Fool card has no number on it, right? It's not even the 0 card in my deck. It's just a no number card. And it's like, it adds no value to this 6 of Cups. It adds no value to it because they really just are unable to make a choice and see if you're going to come out loyal or not. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is your energy here. It's like, you're like, if you would just see me for who I am, Gemini, then you would see that I want us to be stronger. I want us to go through this madness together. I want us to overcome this together, and we'll be loyal together. You know, this is coming through the hard times and coming out more loyal than anything. And for you, you see good fortune in this situation. You see the balance in this situation, but your Gemini is disconnected from their sacral chakra overall, and they're disconnected from their emotions. Like, they're definitely being disassociated right now, and I think that's hard for you because it's like, why can't you just get your head in the game and let's deal with this together? It's not like like acting like they're the only ones that have ever had a broken heart in the world. That's what they're acting like. They're kind of being selfish, right? And the reason they feel like this is gonna fail is because they're not paying attention. Exactly that. You have this 9 of Swords, which is turning their wheel of fortune, and it's talking about inattention to detail. Not paying attention to the things that matter, not paying attention to the small things. And I feel like you definitely go out of your way for them, pile one. I feel like this is Gemini energy, this 9 of Swords here. This is them. And so that's what it's like. You're going out of your way to show them how much you care. You're trying to show them that you're loyal. You're trying to show them that, you know, things aren't as bad as they seem, but your Gemini is just being stubborn as hell. Conceited. This is conceited, not wanting to change. Because life is better having a pity party. And it's not. Like, I feel like you've been trying to convince them and show them, is it really better having a pity party? Like, look at how miserable you are. This is not wanting to let go of what's holding you back. What's holding them back? Well, look, it's the World card. Like, if this death swung its side, that would cut through the World card. And having the World in the upright is talking about having prudence, you know, being humble, being able to make choices clearly, being able to be fierce in your approach to life and sound and grounded, and having this energy of being able to not force your way through, but being able to make your way through life, just knowing that you're confident in who you are. And right now, this is being unable to start any new projects. Like, they can't even come towards you right now because they're not able to start anything new because they're conceitedly wallowing in their own hurt, in their own pain, in their past relationships that have failed. And they don't look. We have the 10 of Cups. They're trying to, I feel like this is you again. I feel like the 10 energy is you. It's like, you're like, look, get out of your damn skin and really feel what it is that you need to feel. And so you're like, let's lead together. Let's fill up our cups together. Let's really have this emotional fulfillment together. Let's really get on top of things together. But then here they come in swinging with this Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is failed romance again. Again, somebody hurt them. This was one-sided love. Gemini gave their heart away to somebody who didn't give it to them, and now they can't give it to you because they already did that. That's what's making them feel conceited. That's what's making them be in this energy of like, nope, I'm sorry. Pile one, I can't give you my heart. You love me, and you care about, and that's the problem. I feel like you care about this Gemini a lot, pile one. Gosh, you love them, and it's like you just want them to stop focusing on the past and just start focusing on the here and the now, and they can't. They can't do it. Like, they're just stuck. They're stuck in this repetition energy. They're stuck at 6, right? You're on 10, and they're stuck at 6. And it's like, you're over here like, no, just step up just a little bit. Shoot, if you even got up to 9, we'd be good. At least we could figure this out together. But they can't, because they have no inner stability. And they refuse to listen to their guides. Look, all the 10s are in the upright. Don't you think that's weird? With all these reversals, everything else is reversed. Like, everything else is reversed, and only the 10s are in the upright. Look at that. Like, even under that, we have the Hermit in the reverse. Yeah, this is, again, energy. They don't want to go into their own depths. They don't want to go into their past. They don't want to look at that. They don't want to see what's happened in their past. They don't want to acknowledge what's happened in their past, because they really, truly believe that you are going to break their heart again. And nothing, let me tell you, Pile 1, nothing you say is going to change their mind. Like, they have to come to the conclusion on their own. Because otherwise, you're going to get stuck giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and having no reciprocity in this. And that hurts. That hurts. Look, we've got 27 coming out. Number 9, work. Yeah, so they could just be obsessed with working right now. Look, an intuitive card. This is for you. It's saying to find and listen to your intuition and letting your intuition guide you, because it's not that you're not meant to be with this Gemini. I feel like this Gemini needs to feel your absence for a while so that they realize what it is that they have in you. And I feel like they're taking you for granted. Like, it comes out very clear here that they're taking you for granted, because it's like you're basically their dumping ground. Okay, Pile 1, it's like basically you're their dumping ground. Like, every time something goes bad, or every time something reminds them of their past relationship, they just come and they complain to you and they tell you everything. Look at this. Over their energy. Wake up call. Tsunami. When you think about a tsunami coming to the land, what happens? The animals always seek higher ground. Right? That's their safety. Well, it's the same with energy. You have to seek higher energy to find your safety. They don't have safety within themselves. Your Gemini doesn't have safety within themselves because they don't want to seek higher ground. They just rather be completely pummeled by this humongous wave that's coming in. Their waves being their emotions, right? That Ace of Cups, the Six of Cups coming in. This is pummeling them, making them feel like they'll never ever love again. And it's not true. It's just that they like wallow. I keep hearing it, wallow. I want to wallow. I don't want to feel better. I just want to wallow, and I want everybody to feel my wallowing. Like, it's just it's angry. Look, we have, this is interesting. The childhood innocence card coming. So this could have happened as a compartmentalization, their past relationship, and that's mirroring something that happened from their childhood, and they've lost their childhood innocence. They're not getting out of that energy, and so rather than seeing things through the eyes of the child, they're only seeing things through a hurt being. And wolf and instinct, again, instinct talking about your intuition, right? Cats and dogs. It's interesting, but you have the wolf, and that's about following that inner guide, that inner intuition, and I feel like that's for you, Pile 1. It's like learning to really follow and trust yourself in this journey, because right now there's a lot of work that has to go into this, right? You think about beavers, they take so much time to build their dams. Well, their dams are their homes, and I feel like this is, like I said, I feel like you guys are actually together, and if you're not, it's like very close for you guys to being together, but there's a lot of work in here. But what I don't want you to feel like, Pile 1, is that you're the one that has to put in all the work, because this Gemini needs to put in equal amount of work. If they don't, then you're the one that's stuck. And I feel like this is for you. It is a message for them too, but I feel like in this, you have to really truly follow this. So number 8, which is about abundance, it says, love who you are. You are divine, delightful, deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Okay, and this is coming up over these 10s here. And that's what it's saying. It's like, you're the one that has to love yourself. It's like, if you're putting all your time and energy into this Gemini to try to make them see their worth, you're forgetting about the number one most important thing, and that's you. It says, be your own advocate. Believe in yourself. Love who you are, and the energy of self-love will help you realize your dreams. When was the last time you gave yourself a pat on the back or acknowledged that you love yourself? Working on having a good relationship with yourself will enable you to have a positive relationship with others. How you manage your self-worth is crucial to how you view the world and your place in it. Love begins and ends with you. How you treat and feel about yourself is of paramount importance. Love is contagious. When you are surrounded by people who are full of love, you may find it easier to love who you are. So I feel like you're finding it hard to love yourself right now because this Gemini can't see the love in this situation. And so this is truly saying, find time to give yourself self-love, because when you begin to love yourself unconditionally and accept yourself, you won't put up with the wallowing. You'll be like, look, you need to deal with your emotions on yourself, on your own. I've tried to help you, but you're going to be able to have the courage to say, look, how you feel is how you feel. That's not how I feel. And I don't have to feel that way just because you feel that way. That is not what support is. I'll listen to you if you'd like to talk about your feelings. That's fine. I'll be here and hold your hand and listen to you while you talk it out. But I don't have to suffer because you think I should suffer and that somehow makes you feel better. Like, that's not how this works. Misery loves company. And you don't have to be miserable just because your Gemini is miserable. That's not fair to you. Okay? Like, it's not. So this is saying love yourself. And when you love yourself, it's going to be contagious to your Gemini. And your Gemini is going to be like, wow, you know, pile one, you're so happy. Like, you're always have energy. You're always full of love. You're always full of light. Like, I want to do that too. And it's going to help them get their mind off of the fact that they were hurt in the past. You're going to help bring them up into a higher vibration, but only, listen to this, pile one, only if you first bring yourself into a higher vibration. Because they can't, like, that's the thing. Like, you can't carry this person. You can't carry this Gemini. You can't. And if you want to help them, then help yourself. You can only help those when you help yourself first. Like, that's the way it works. Okay? And that's maybe going reading books, maybe going and, you know, paintballing. I don't know why that came out, but whatever. So, you know, finding things that are fun to do for you without your Gemini. Because when you're having fun without your Gemini, they're going to be like, hey, I noticed you're having a lot of fun. I want to have fun too. And that's going to help them overcome this. And it's funny because after I shuffled these cards, I'll just show you this once before I go here. We had relationship patterns come up on the bottom here. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. And I feel like that's exactly what's going on with your Gemini. They don't want to change because they don't know how to change, because you've been coddling them for too long. And this is about you learning how to be that for yourself, okay? So what I have for you, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, pile one, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, peace out. I love y'all. Bye. And let's move on to pile number 2 for your Gemini. What's going on? This is crazy. All right, so we have the 9 of Swords in the upright. Interesting. We have the Pope energy in the reverse. Okay. And the Popess. All right. Let me just say it. Y'all are a pair. Y'all are a pair. You guys are a divine match. But there's a lot of learning going on here. Okay? I feel like you want commitment. And this Gemini is not giving you commitment. And it's like you're trying to make the best of a bad situation. May I please have a clarifying card for the Pope in reverse, source? May I please have a clarifying card for the Pope in reverse? And I feel like you're wanting to make the best of a bad situation, so maybe you guys are already married. Look, you have the Pope and the Popess. Like, you can't, that's like the Emperor and the Empress, the King and Queen, right? That's what that is. This is like constant, this is a perfect pair. But I feel like this is your Gemini, is the Pope in the reverse here. I feel like this is them, and they're not wanting to change something. And it's like you're like looking at them, looking at this 9 of Swords, like, no, we're going to make it through this. At whatever it takes, we're going to make it through this. May I please have one more clarifying card for this? Thank you. What do we got on the bottom? Look at that, the Queen of Cups in the upright. Yeah. So it's like you're in this energy of being loving towards them. It's not that you don't love them. You care about them very much. You could be a Cancer. This heavy Cancerian energy coming in. But you're also in a space right now, pile 2, where you're not giving them your love just willy-nilly. Like this, the Queen of Cups, I love her because she's very, like, look, we even have the Page of Cups underneath that, right? And I'm just going to show you this so that you know what I'm talking about. So other cups cards, the Page, the Knight, and the King of Cups all give their cups freely. They're open. They're bearing their heart on their sleeves. And the Queen of Cups, she bears her heart on her sleeve when it comes to people. She's very kind and caring towards everybody, but she's not somebody that lets somebody in very easily. Okay, and so this is an energy of you not letting somebody in just like you maybe used to, right? And so you're definitely learning. This is intuitive. The Queen of Cups, she's very intuitive. She's all about family. The Popess, she's intuitive. She looks beyond the veil. She sees people for who they are. And you see your Pope right now as being in a stage of kind of like self-ruin. Look, we have the Three of Wands here. It's in the upright, right? Thank you. And the Two of Cups in reverse. 2-2 is a very powerful number for you. Yeah, so I feel like clarifying you were brokenhearted by your divine counterpart, whoever that is. No labels here. The masculine energy in this was brokenhearted and broke your heart. And I feel like your Gemini just really, you know, and that makes sense because you could be a water sign, you could be an earth sign as they're an air sign. You don't have to be, okay? But that's masculine by trait, is air sign and fire sign, masculine by trait. And yet, for both of you to look at this Nine of Swords, you want to win against all the odds. You want things to even out. You want things to be better than they have been. And yet your Gemini focuses on being the center of attention. I just want you guys to know this energy of being the center of attention coming through. Like, this is heavy Cancerian energy here. All three of these cards. Could be Pisces as well, but this is very heavy Cancerian energy coming out here. And so 2 is telling you to trust the process. Okay, you have to trust the process. Trust that there's a divine plan, that it's all working out in divine timing. Because right now they don't want commitment, and the reason they don't want commitment is because it's not that they're testing their options, because they're not. Like, I'm not getting that energy at all. It's just that they really want to be looked at as in the eyes. It's like being looked at in the eyes of everybody else as stable, as strong, as being able to take care of others, as being the one that everybody goes to for advice. And yet they're not seeing that this validation is what's keeping them from getting it. Right? Their want for validation is what's keeping them from getting validated, because they're so focused on it. They're so focused on it, and that's hard for them to change, you know. And I know Geminis, once they get set on something, it's very hard for them to change their course of action. They have to really consciously go above and beyond to change that course of action for themselves. And so they're just telling you, for this Three of Wands to clarify the Pope in reverse, this is for you. Staying neutral in this time, because there's a path that's about to open up. So it's like, the more you work on yourself, this is a very spiritual connection. I want you guys to know that. This is very spiritual. And I feel like they broke your heart, and that's what puts you into this energy of not giving your heart like you used to. Like, you're like, nope, that's okay. You know, like, we'll talk when it comes to it. But for now, I've forgiven you for what happened in the past. But look, you're looking towards the past saying, I haven't forgotten. I can't forget what happened. I can't forget how you treated me. I can't forget what you did to me. I can't forget that you said you'd never hurt me, and yet here we are, you hurt me. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's painful. And it's sad, and it's like you're just kind of like took that as, okay, I need to grow for myself, and so you did. And that's exactly what put you into this Popess power and into your Queen of Cups here. That's what put you into, this is all divine feminine energy. And so energy is fluid, so take it as it resonates, but this is just saying that you had to get your heart broken so that you could step up into your own power, and that's exactly what you did. And so not giving your heart the way that you used to, that's what's gonna instigate this change here. I have a feeling that your Gemini is gonna come back soon, and they're going to expect you to be the way that you were, and the way that you were before was open-hearted. I feel like your Two of Cups was in the upright with them, right? Open-hearted, giving them everything, hoping that they would give back to you. And now this time you're like, look, you got to prove to me that you're even worth my time. It's not that I don't care about you. It's not that I don't love you, but I'm not going to sit around and give you every aspect of who I am when you don't want to give anything. And so that's why Source is asking you to stay neutral in this time, because it's in staying neutral in this time that you will succeed and you make the best of a bad situation. Yeah, you got hurt. But without getting hurt, you wouldn't have become who you are. And so forgiveness is key here. I just want you to know, pile 2, forgiveness is key here. Without forgiveness, this will stay in this situation. Lack of commitment. There will not be a union here. Okay? This is a union. You have to allow yourself to stay neutral because it's up to your Gemini to turn themselves into the upright. And when they turn themselves into the upright, boom. Look at you guys looking at each other right there. Seeing each other for who you are. But you had to have a broken heart first, and it was because with everything that's going on, I'm sure the phase is there, the craze is there, whatever. It's like, oh my gosh, the obsession and this, that, and the other. Whatever happened, it was that led you into giving your heart without really truly discerning if this was the best situation for you at that time. Right? And so that's what happened. You had to get your heart broken so that you could heal that wound within yourself, which is codependency. Being dependent on another's energy to make you feel complete. Okay, that's codependency at its finest. And unfortunately, the world is wrought with it. And so that's you learning how to overcome that and become stronger in your own energy and become stronger with your emotions and being like, you know what? It's fine. I love you. I'll always love you. But we're not going to play in this one-sided love anymore. This is being hurt by somebody that, you know, you couldn't get to. You couldn't communicate with. You couldn't get through to them. Right? And so it's like they broke your trust. They broke your trust, but you still care about them deeply, and you can't help but care about them, right? Like it's hard not to. It's hard not to care about this person because of the connection. I can see that. I can feel it. It's like there's this energy of learning that you had to moderate your actions. And that's not what you wanted to. It's like you wanted to just both of you guys to be open to, why couldn't they be open to love? That's what I heard. Why couldn't they be open to love? Why couldn't they just see me and love me for who I am? Why? Why did we have to go through this bullshit? Why did we have to fall apart? So I want you guys to know 33 is coming out on the bottom of this deck. It says, appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and to find love. And I feel like that's what happened for you. You had to learn how to appreciate yourself, the moment, and whatever came, regardless if it was what you expected it to be or not. You just had to learn to accept it for what it was, because that's part of the beauty of this journey. It's not ever what we expect it to be. You know, and everybody's version of love is different. And sometimes I think that's hard because you could be a very open and giving person, right? You could be very loving and appreciative of everybody else. And it's like when you don't get that same love in return, it's hard. Like it's hard. It makes you feel less than. It makes you feel different. It makes you feel like outcasted. But you have to look at the little things and realize, how do people love you? And understanding that it doesn't make it not pure. Right? The way that they love you. It just means that they love differently. So this could be like the love languages, right? Gemini's about communication. They could be about communication and you could be about touch. Your water sign. That would make total sense. If you are a water sign. You don't have to be. Right? So that's just an example here. Cloud shape-shifting coming through. So this is crazy because we have air energy coming in here. This always makes me think of Aquarius. So you could be an Aquarius, you don't have to be, but this is about embracing Aquarius energy. Learning to change your outward appearance, you know, maybe go and get your hair done, your nails done, change the way you dress, you know, do your makeup, do something you wouldn't normally do. Change the way you appear to the outside so that you can have fun with yourself. And don't forget who you are. Like this card comes in saying you can change your outward appearance, but don't forget who you are at the heart of things. Don't forget the energy that you've put into your journey. Don't forget that you've put really hard work into your journey. Don't forget any of that. Focus rather on being there for yourself and showing up for yourself in this now moment and having fun with each moment. Appreciate this moment. How can you appreciate that? Does that mean that you need to go and curl your hair? Does that mean you need to go and get a haircut? Does that mean that you need to go and get a new suit, a new tie, a new, you know, dress, a new shoes, whatever it is, you know? Could be a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about sex here. I'm talking about find what makes you happy and go do that. What makes you feel good on the outside? What makes you feel like $1 million? You know, when people say, oh, I cut my hair and I feel like $1 million. Right? That's what it is. Look, With this and the authenticity card coming out, number 8, this is about your abundance. Wolf is also with your instinct, your intuition. But finding your authenticity, I feel like that goes hand in hand with this clouds, the shape shifting. It's like being authentic to your journey is learning that it wasn't always the exact same way for everybody, right? And part of that is learning that maybe you express yourself differently than everybody else, this person included. But that's what makes you authentic and attractive to this person. And that's what's going to not help bring them towards you, but it's going to help you find yourself, okay? And that's what I feel like is so important here. It's not about you doing anything to change this person. It's about you learning more about yourself. And it's that magnetic pull that begins to help that person have realizations in their own journey. And sometimes that's hard. We feel like, oh, well, we're doing it so that we can have our counterpart. No, you're doing it for yourself, and you're learning. Like, you're learning that. You've stepped up into this Queen of Cups energy, your Popess energy, being intuitive, seeing beyond the veil, seeing the truth of the situation, and understanding that, look, not everybody can have your heart, and you've got to stop giving your heart away willy-nilly, but that doesn't mean that you stop loving and caring and being kind and compassionate to others. That's what's authentic to you. That's what's authentic in your journey. And then we have number 41 coming out. So this is about 5 under 5 change. So 555 is a powerful number for you guys. It could also be a very powerful number for your Gemini. So do something for someone. Give your attention to another. Give your attention to another. So I think this is just pretty basic. It's just saying that you focus so much on your Gemini that maybe you've lost sight of what having fun is. And so maybe just go on a date with another individual. I have a feeling that you being in this strength and this power, you've probably gotten a lot of offers and a lot of options. And maybe it's not about waiting around for your spiritual counterpart. This is about you enjoying this now moment, this here now here moment. It says when you do something kind for someone, you create an opportunity for your relationship to be re-energized. How can you be considerate towards someone today? Insignificant things can have a big impact. Imagine how amazing your life will be when you are consistently doing kind and loving things for others. Do something for someone. It does not need to be someone you are close to or that you see every day. You might choose to do something for someone you don't even know. Just choose someone and do something nice for them. There's so many ways to act with kindness. Open a door for someone who has their arms full. Greet everyone you see. Never underestimate the power of a smile or a positive attitude. Put extra change in a parking meter. It doesn't take much to change someone's day. This is reminding you to look inside for the tools that you already have. Take a moment to consider how wonderful it is to give to someone. Brightening someone's day is a wonderful experience, which will also help energize you. I feel like you've kind of given so much away to this connection that you're wondering, like, you know, do I have anything left to give? Well, you need to give to people who are going to appreciate it and acknowledge you. And I feel like that's the place that you need to come into, because when you give so much and that person doesn't acknowledge you, it makes you feel like there's something wrong with you. And there's not. There's nothing wrong with you, Pile 2. It's just that you have to find some people who are going to appreciate it. So when you go outside and you smile to people, you know, give somebody $1 that's asking for money or whatever, and just pay attention to the things that they do back to you. You know, it's like, this makes me think of the Earth Magic card from the Earth Magic deck, is going outside and giving loving, kind words to nature and watching as it responds and it grows to your love. You know, sometimes we give away love to people who don't know how to love, and that's their journey. Like, they have to figure that out on themselves, and it ends up hurting those of us that have a very strong love language. And it's not about us. Like, this is not about you. This connection is not about you. This is about you finding you. And that's hard. It's like taking that and separating that from it, because it's like this connection feels like such a part of you. And it is a beautiful connection. I will say that it is a beautiful connection, but there's something that this Gemini has to learn. There's something this Gemini has to learn to even come up into the level that you're within. And that's why it's like, I also say, don't be afraid to go out on a date with other people, because I think you need to reevaluate how others are treating you. Like, and that way you'll have discernment when you actually do come into union with this Gemini, if that is what's on your journey in this lifetime. All right. Can't say yes or no. I can just say that you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot and you've learned a lot in regards to this. So I have faith in you, Pile 2, but this is what I have for you. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.